Hello and welcome to Blue Garden Cottage. Lovely to have you along with us. Welcome to the new subscriber as well. If you're new to the channel, I'm Cindy and this is my suburban permaculture cottage garden. It has been, if you check out the last video, it has been a very long week, a very busy one, and we have actually achieved quite a few of the big jobs that we needed doing. If you remember in the last video, we'd put the framing on to the big workshop ready for the roofing to go on, and we've done that now, so I shall show you that. We also had that the new camo side of the one shed pardon me, and that has now been painted. We have been really busy. Let me show you what we've been doing. Ta-da! The roof is on and the guttering is sorted out. We have put a rubber roofing material riveted, or rather screwed to the tops of the top ridges of the roofing, and put into the guttering so that the water didn't overshoot the guttering, because no matter what we did and where we put the guttering, it wanted to overshoot the guttering. But that has solved the problem. We have painted the shed as well, the workshop, both of them exactly the same, so they are more harmonious, tie in, and I've even given the window frames some colour. That's not going to stay like that because the windows are going to be changed soon. Next week those windows are going to be done. Yay! I've even put a little bit of colour on the door furniture. I now have an overhang above the door to help protect the top of that door from the rain. The water butts are back in place. The camo side has been painted, and we've even, on top of that, built, because of the roof, we let it come out over the back of the shed, and it will soon, it's already been painted as well, and we're going to cover in that side and this side to make a wood store for the firewood. That tub is eventually next year going to become a pond for the front garden. But there you go, that side is done. So this is going to be covered in for the wood store. We've made a start on it, and that side of the shed has been repainted. The guttering had the same treatment this side. All of the bolts, the roofing bolts, have been covered in sealant to make sure, just triple guarantee, no leaking on the inside. So that has been brilliant, getting all of that done. Oh, and also, oh my goodness, it has been a long week and a busy one. Also, the window boxes for the beans, the climbing beans, have been put in place. I've put some canes in with some old shelving from the old cheap greenhouse we used to have. That I will tie in to the canes and make sure they're all tied in and sorted out, ready for the beans to go in, because they are begging to go into the ground, which for them this year is going to be window boxes. The onions are growing. Look at this. It's so lovely to have something visibly growing in the garden. Finally. It doesn't look as impressive on camera as it does in reality. All the lovely green onion leaves look gorgeous. Really lovely. The strawberries have been obviously transplanted into those little hanging pots, and they're quite happy there. Oh, and the quince. I have just prepared that bottom part of that pot. I just need to take it out of that pot, fill it with the soil, although the easier method is just to leave that in place, fill it tightly around the pot with soil, take the whole lot out, take the pot off, put the whole plant back in quick as you can and easy as you can. Look at the quince blossoms getting ready to open up. Is that just not so pretty? Just so beautiful. Lovely they are. Lettuces, they desperately need some care and transplanting so they can grow better. Quite a lot of things need doing. Oh my goodness. My yellow lilac has turned out white. I think it's because of the soil pH. I'm going to have to get an acidity testing kit, because there's a couple of plants in this garden that have come out white instead of their original colors. So I think it's a pH thing. Well, since making the earlier parts of this video, everything has gone wrong. I've had nothing but tech problems, and I'm just like, I don't like tech. Not today anyway. But let's hope this even works. I've got to check it because there's something wrong with my microphone and I can't afford to get a new one. I really wanted a wireless one, but I can't afford that. And this one seems to be playing up. But, so anyway, in between making the last part of the video and this one, I had to go out and I did something so spontaneous. I've not done anything that spontaneous and ridiculous in a very long time, and totally not in my frugal mindset. Although it was frugal, but it was still not a planned spend. It was a spontaneous one. I'll show you what it is now. Ta-da! I was stopped at a traffic light right just at the entrance of a car park for a charity shop. And as I was waiting at the red light, I spotted through the window this basket, and I said, oh my days, I've got to have it. I really want that basket. I've always wanted one. And I had obviously no clue what the price was on that, or nothing. So I just immediately turned left into the car park, pulled up, went into the shop, took it out the window, and it was £5. I was so chuffed. And I still hadn't checked inside until I got to the till. And of course I was totally meant to have it, because look at that blue and white fabric, and I didn't know that until I got to the till. It was meant to be mine. A lovely little beach scene. So this is a picnic basket, a tiny little one, possibly a picnic for one. Anyway, before I got to the till, as I was looking on the shelf, I also spotted this. I thought my daughter would absolutely love this. She loves to bake. She's a cake queen, my daughter. And that was £2. £2. Look at it. It's normally way more expensive than that. And on the same shelf, what else did I spot? A biscuit tin. Gorgeous one with blues, fairies, garden. It's a biscuit tin. I love biscuit tins. You'll know I've said that before in one of my Christmas videos, that I love biscuit tins. Well, I didn't know it was a biscuit tin. I just saw the tin, thought it was lovely, and it was £1.90. That's £8.90 bargain all together. Okay, fine. That was not on the planned budget. I could afford it, but it doesn't mean I should have spent it. But I haven't done anything so spontaneous in a long time. Every time I see something I want and I really like, but I can't afford it, I love it. Living with all these restrictions that we sometimes put on ourselves to be frugal, live within a plan and a budget, to make do and mend, and sometimes it can be a bit wearing. It can take the joy out of the lifestyle. So sometimes it is totally okay to do something as spontaneous as giving yourself a treat. That wasn't planned, that wasn't budgeted, but still is in the, within the affordability. So I don't feel guilty. Do I regret it? Heck no. I'm going to enjoy it. I love basketry, and this one is very special. So there you go, folks. No matter how tight your budget, no matter how strict your own rules on yourself are, sometimes you've got to give yourself a treat. Preferably not one that widens the waistline, or the hip line, or the thigh line. But this one will bring me joy. It's a thing, it's an object. It's not something of huge value as such, but I do like it. I love it, and I wanted it. That is what I'd like you to take away from this week. Do have a good week. Stay safe, stay happy, take care, and give yourself a treat. I shall speak to you again next week. Do like, subscribe, and share. Do comment too. I love to hear from you. Bye for now, all.